close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Week.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go, fellas. Sit.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And the Giants ready to come out now. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who gets it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive?
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add.
Oh, now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Back to throw. Completes it to Austin.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. Austin is there and brings in another one. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they run on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance comes from this unit, and to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Calvin Austin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking out.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, Penny. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Nifty move. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got room. The 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside
10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They're going right back to Walker. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenneth Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds Austin complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They go play action here on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He finds his man complete. That's Austin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Black shot. Black ultra. Plastic 6. Yellow blue. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. As they run the counter play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray flushed out right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards. Back to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Giants going to take over again on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's got him in. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. Murray going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And they are going to score again. And yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
And now out come the Giants.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Escaping the pressure right. Trucks over him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Wait, jack rep.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so.